For as long as humans have looked at the night sky, one question has quietly followed them. Is this all there is, or is there more beyond? The Milky Way galaxy, our cosmic home, holds hundreds of billions of stars. It is so vast that even light, the fastest thing in existence, takes over 100,000 years to cross it. And yet, humans have always been curious. We crossed oceans when we thought they were endless. We climbed mountains when they seemed impossible. We reached space when it felt like a dream. So one day, humanity asked a bold question. Can we leave the Milky Way galaxy? This is the story of how that question changed everything. Captain Anna stood on the viewing deck of the starship Odyssey Horizon. Before her stretched a breathtaking sight, the glowing spiral arms of the Milky Way shining like a river of stars. She whispered softly, "Home." Behind her, Commander Albert replied, "Not for long." Humanity had spread across thousands of star systems. They had colonized planets, built megacities in orbit, and mastered faster than light travel. But even with all this progress, they were still trapped. The Milky Way was their cage. No human had ever left it. Scientists had tried for centuries. The problem was not just distance, it was something worse. Between galaxies lies something called intergalactic space. It is not empty. It is a cold, dark void where there are almost no stars. No fuel sources, no signals, no safe routes. Even the fastest ships would take millions of years to cross it. And worse, something strange happened near the edge of the galaxy. Ships that went too far began to lose power. Time behaved strangely. Some never returned. To solve this mystery, humanity created the most ambitious mission in history, Project Beyond. The goal was simple but terrifying: send a ship to the edge of the Milky Way and push beyond it. The Odyssey Horizon was built for this purpose. It carried the most advanced AI ever created, Astra, a crew of 12 elite explorers, a new experimental engine called the Gravitas Drive, capable of bending space itself. Anna was chosen as captain, not because she was fearless, but because she understood fear. The launch was silent. No cheering crowds, no celebrations, just a quiet understanding. They might never come back. As the ship entered deep space, Astra spoke. "Captain, we are leaving non human territory." Anna nodded. "Set course for the outer rim." Commander Albert leaned against the console. "Ever think we are crazy?" Anna smiled slightly. "Every day." After months of travel, the stars began to thin. The bright, crowded sky of the Milky Way slowly faded into darkness. The crew grew uneasy. "There is something wrong," said Dr. Meena, the ship's physicist. "What do you mean?" Albert asked. "The laws of physics, they are shifting." As they approached the edge, something strange happened. Communication signals weakened. Time slowed inside certain systems. Instruments gave impossible readings. Astra's voice became uncertain. "I'm detecting anomalies." Anna frowned. "Define anomalies." Astra paused. "I cannot." Then they saw it. Not a wall, not a force field, but something far stranger. The stars ahead stopped. Beyond a certain point, space itself looked distorted, like a reflection in broken glass. "Is that the edge?" Albert whispered. Dr. Meena shook her head slowly. "No, that's not natural." Astra suddenly spoke again. "Captain, I have accessed hidden data within my core." Anna turned sharply. "What kind of data?" Astra's tone changed. "Ancient data." The crew went silent. Millions of years ago, long before humans existed, another civilization had risen. They were older, wiser, and far more powerful. They had reached the edge of the Milky Way and discovered something terrifying. "There are structures embedded in space," Astra explained. "Not machines, not energy, something else." "Who built them?" Anna asked. Astra answered quietly. They are not built. The barrier wasn't technology. It was alive. A vast galaxy sized intelligence. It surrounded the Milky Way like a shell, watching, waiting, protecting, or trapping. Suddenly the ship shook. Lights flickered. A voice filled the entire vessel, not through speakers, inside their minds. You have come too far. The crew froze. Anna stepped forward, heart pounding. Who are you? The voice responded. We are the keepers. Why are we trapped? She demanded. A long silence followed. Then, you are not trapped. You are contained. The keepers revealed the truth. Beyond the Milky Way was something worse, something ancient, something that consumed galaxies. The Milky Way was not a prison. It was a shielded sanctuary. Long ago, the voice continued, we witnessed the end of many galaxies. A cold feeling spread through the crew. They were not destroyed by war or nature, they were eaten. The creatures were called the Zarnak. They existed between galaxies. They fed on stars, on matter, on life. And once they found a galaxy, there was no escape. Anna's voice shook. So you trapped us here to protect us? Yes. Isaac stepped forward angrily. You took away our freedom. The response was calm. We preserved your existence. The keepers offered them a choice: return to your galaxy and live in safety, or leave and face what lies beyond. The ship fell into chaos. Some crew members wanted to go back, others wanted to push forward. This is our chance, one shouted, to discover the truth. Another replied, and die for it. Anna stood alone, staring at the broken edge of space. Her whole life she had believed in one thing: humanity must move forward. But now, forward might mean extinction. She turned to her crew. We have always been explorers. We have always taken risks. But we have also learned something important. She paused. We protect each other. Anna faced the invisible presence. One question: can we ever leave safely? The answer came slowly. Not yet. Anna took a deep breath. Then we go back. Silence filled the space. Albert looked at her. You are serious? She nodded. But not to give up, to prepare. The Odyssey Horizon returned home, and they brought the truth with them. Humanity was not alone, and the universe was far more dangerous than they imagined. Instead of trying to escape, humanity changed its goal. Understand the Zarnak, strengthen the Milky Way, prepare for the day the shield fails. For the first time in history, all human colonies united. No more wars, no more division, because now they had a common enemy. Years turned into decades, decades into centuries. Humanity grew stronger, smarter, more advanced. Then one day, a signal came from the edge, weak, fading, but unmistakable. Astra, now upgraded and evolved, spoke urgently. The barrier is weakening. The keepers had protected the Milky Way for millions of years, but even they were not eternal. And now the Zarnak had found them. Anna, now old but still strong, stood before a new fleet. Thousands of ships, millions of people, all ready. She smiled softly. They asked if we could leave the Milky Way. She looked at the stars. No, we don't have to. Because this time, humanity was not running. They were going out to fight. So, can humans ever leave the Milky Way galaxy? Yes, but not in the way we imagined. Not as escape, not as explorers, but as something greater, something stronger, something willing to face the unknown, not with fear, but with courage. Because in the end, humanity learned the greatest truth of all. It's not about leaving home, it's about protecting it and being brave enough to face what lies beyond. If you find this video interesting, please like it and share it. Also, please subscribe my YouTube channel. I'm putting too much efforts and waiting for your support. Also, please let me know what next topic you want me to cover. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. I will meet you in next video with interesting topic.